this collaboration represents something truly special, which is the connection between our Scottish identity and our Muslim faith. I just briefly had a short story I want to tell you guys, which I hope will be something that can be disseminated across the wider community, because I found it quite interesting. So over 100 years ago, in 1909, a boy was born in Egypt who would create a bridge between our worlds long before any of us were born. His name was Mohammed Latif. Mohammed Latif was a professional football player who represented Egypt's national team and played for Al-Zamalek in Egypt. He scored 3 crucial goals against Palestine that helped Egypt become the first African team to qualify for the World Cup. And he played in Egypt's match against Hungary in the 1934 World Cup and represented his country at the Berlin Olympics 2 years later. There's a reason, my story's going somewhere, don't worry. I was asking the chief executive as well if he'd ever heard of Mohammed Latif, because what many don't know, even lifelong Rangers supporters, is that Mohammed Latif was recommended to play for Glasgow Rangers by Egypt's coach, who at the time was a Scottish man called James McRae. And in the 1935-36 season, Mohammed Latif came to Scotland and wore the Rangers jersey and made his debut for Glasgow Rangers in September 1935, where Mohammed Latif played his only Scottish League match for the Rangers against Hibs, with the Rangers finishing second in the championship that year. Now I want you to think about that for a moment. A Muslim football player playing for Rangers almost 100 years ago. 100 years ago. Now that's just not a historical footnote. It's proof that the relationship between Rangers Football Club and the Muslim community stretches back generations. It tells us that our presence here tonight isn't something new, but it's a continuation of a story that began long, long ago. And I don't want to delay the prayer anymore and things like that. I have quite a lot within the speech, right? But I suppose that's at the heart of that story there, which is through being able to have those shared experiences, being able to understand and to know one another. As was said at the Motherwell Football Club, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to us that He has created nations and tribes so that we may get to know one another. And the fact of the matter is that we have a considerable, large shared history within this country. Not only is this place our home, it's also been the home of our parents and our grandparents, and perhaps even like further. Today I actually have my child here with me, my 5-week-old daughter, and within that reflection we should think to ourselves, we are living in this country, or we are going to continue to live in this country, and we should find more ways to find stories like this and to reflect on ways in which we have that shared history so we can create that love and affection within our communities. And I think definitely that's something that's been achieved today at Rangers Football Club. So I just really want to thank Rangers Football Club, to the foundation, to the sponsors, Jaiwala, to United Wholesale, to Black Rooster Peri Peri, to the Wealth Foundation, and to all of you who've been able to come here today. I hope that you can provide us with feedback and we can grow this year on year and you enjoy the food at the next place.